Welcome back to the channel, guys, and once again we have a wave of free-to-play nublets arrive on the sandy beaches of Normandy, heads filled with kill streaks and tactical slide cancelling 360 no-scoping while flying on the back of a Stuka. Only they are greeted with unflinching violence, terror,
negative 80 million, Jesus Christ,
PTSD. I am McBluffin, and I am very sarcastic, but occasionally I can make a very valid point, so join me as I explain the entire of Hell Let Loose and its community. Let's get stuck into it. To properly understand this game and its community, we must look at the history of Hell Let Loose. Hell Let Loose was developed by the Australian studio Black Matter, and later published by Team 17. The game's development began in 2016 when Black Matter, a group of former game industry professionals, set out to create a large-scale, authentic World War II shooter. The development was initially funded through a successful Kickstarter campaign in 2017, where the team raised over $300,000 dues. Now, after several years of active development, Hell Let Loose entered early access on Steam in 2019. The team continued to refine the game with regular updates including new maps, factions and additional gameplay features, while incorporating player feedback. The game officially released in July 2021, and in January 2022, Black Matter sold the game to its publishers Team 17 for £31 million real money, with the potential addition of £15 million based on the game's performance. I'm assuming they didn't get that. Development was handed to Team 17 shortly after December 2022, who then founded Cover 6 Studios in the beginning months of 2023 to work on the development, and this, according to some, was akin to courting the devil. So that is a very brief history of the development of the game. Now, onto the game itself. What the hell is Hell Let Loose? Well, on paper, and by paper I mean I asked AI to summarize the game. Let's see how accurate this is. Hell Let Loose is a tactical first-person shooter set during World War II. It focuses on large-scale combined arms combat, with teams of up to 100 players, 50 per side, engaging in strategic team-orientated battles. The game is known for its emphasis on realism, coordination, and teamwork. Players take on roles such as infantry, medics, tank crew, engineers, and commanders, each contributing to the overall success of the mission. Sure. The gameplay revolves around capturing and holding key objectives in vast open maps inspired by historical locations. It features realistic weapon handling, sure, with a focus on authentic World War II era guns, vehicles, and equipment. Unlike more arcade-style shooters, Hell Let Loose promotes tactical planning, communication, and resource management. It does promote it, to be fair. Overall, Hell Let Loose is designed for players who enjoy deep realistic war simulation with a strong emphasis on team coordination and strategic objectives. Right, so by this point, Squad 44 vets are frothing at the mouth at the mention of Hell Let Loose being a realistic war simulation, and my Discord is frothing at the butt at the mention of emphasis on team coordination. So, on paper, Hell Let Loose sounds great, and it is. But there are a few things to address. The gunplay is not all that realistic. It is far more realistic than Battlefield and COD and definitely Fortnite, but compared to something like Squad 44, Squad or Arma, it's not that realistic. It kind of has this middle ground of realism and arcadey, which is perfect for a lot of people, myself included. Now, all the other team-orientated elements are 100% in this game, but are down to the players to utilize, which is where the problem arises. Now, as a lot of you returning viewers will know, I am an advocate of the noob. An ally, if you will. They get dropped into the deep end, dealing with constant gunfire, the running, and of course, the angry veterans.
You piece of rancid shit!
I'm always happy to take a nublet under my wing to teach them the ropes, or even take over a whole squad.
You fucking asshole!
Just to make sure that they have a good experience.
Oh, cock and bollock fucking bitch whore.
But that is the reason for this video. Teaching through insults. It's how my daddy did it, and I turned out fine.
Light. What's a piss?
This game depends on everyone taking roles that help the squad leader do their job, which is to make the commander look good. If you are brand new and you're not sure what to do or what role to take, support should be one of your first picks, working closely with the squad leader to build garrisons as soon as possible. This is so your whole team can spawn in. After that, engineers. You need to get those nodes up as soon as possible. They help your commander bomb the shit out of the enemy and a bunch of other useful things that I don't really know about. Something else that I feel like every new person needs to know, and even some people with an embarrassing amount of hours need to know, is the difference between the game modes and what you need to do in each one. First off, warfare. It starts with a central point being neutral. Not Switzerland neutral though, just neutral. And both teams need to capture and hold. Whichever side wins the cap will need to defend it and simultaneously capture the next enemy position. As you progress, your previous point will be locked and the enemy cannot capture it. To win, you either need the majority of sectors by the time the round ends, or you capture every single point. Now, something to note is a locked capture point cannot be captured. So unless you are recon, you should not be there. Please leave the area immediately. Click redeploy. As I said, there are no tickets. Now, offensive mimics an invasion style game mode where one team must advance and capture all the sectors to win. Once captured, they are locked for good. Please do not try and capture a locked sector, especially in this game mode. And the third and final game mode is Control Skirmish. That's about it. So that is a very brief rundown of how the game works. If you want more in-depth guides into roles and strategies, and you should 100% want that, check out Chaotic Hammer's channel. He's been working on guides for every single role, including adding a spicy bit of history into your lessons. It's very interesting. I would suggest Soul Sniper, but his channel's it's big enough, man. He doesn't need any help. If there is anything crucial that you think I missed, let me know down in the comments. So, with the game's history and the game itself explained perfectly, albeit very briefly, we move on to the community. My beloved community. For the most part, they are helpful, fun, and not actually that toxic, despite what my videos might tell you. But having said that, even the most well-tempered individuals that I know on my Discord are starting to get quite fed up with the influx of epic noobs. And that's not to poop on those noobs that actually want to learn the game and are trying their hardest to figure everything out and be a good squad mate. I'm talking about the absolute knuckle-dragging oafs.
I got you. Just putting this in your butthole. Oh, I was bandaging your butt, but really? Why?
Not listening, swearing at people, being assholes. Hell Let Loose is such a strange entity of a game. We don't have a huge player base, and one of the things, maybe the main thing that would secure its continuity, is more people playing the game. But when we get them, we just shit all over them. The thing is, I get why. This game, as mentioned, requires a lot of knowledge on the game's meta, how it works, how the guns work, team play, communication, orientation, loads of other words that mean how to play Hell Let Loose properly. Now, on a normal free weekend, you got 3-4 days, bunch of random people turn up, they're trying the game out, they don't know, but it's only 4 days. A handful of those people that enjoyed the game, they buy it, they start learning the game. They become a part of the community. Everyone welcomes them with open arms, hugs, and kisses and foot rubs. Or so I'm told. I'm still not allowed in yet. But with Xbox Games Pass, it was slightly different because anyone can just grab this game. Whether you've been eyeing it for a while and you've done a bit of research on the game, well, would I enjoy this or not? People are just grabbing it because it looks like Battlefield World War II. So the downside with that is people aren't really willing to learn because they're just picking up a new World War II shooter. They don't understand how nuanced it is, how deep it goes. But that time passed, we've kept a good chunk of those people. They're learning. That's great. The games are carrying on as normal. Then Epic released Hell Let Loose for free. It was free for 7 days, but you can keep the game forever. Now the difference is a lot of people picked up the game on Epic because it was around the holidays and the servers exploded. It went to 20,000 concurrent plays, which doesn't sound like a lot if you're coming from a game like Battlefield or Call of Duty, but for Hell Let Loose, that's the highest amount of plays we've ever had. And the exact same issue with the Xbox Games Pass players is most of them probably haven't done any research. I'm sure there's a bunch of them that have been eyeing this game for ages and finally are like, oh my god, I can just get it for free, that's incredible. But I bet most are just, I'm just going to dick around on a game. My experience so far has been 50-50. Having said that, I've not played it that much recently. So I had one game where my squad was fairly new. We had a couple of Epic Games players and the rest were fairly low level for whatever reason. I'm not sure where they hailed from, but they were amazing. They listened to me. I had to take over the squad because the squad leader before that wanted to play on artillery. I just wanted to get some anti-tank footage, but no one else took it, as usual. So I jumped in, ended up playing an hour longer than I meant to. We ended up winning the game, and a lot of it was down to our squad because they were listening to everything I said. They were giving me suggestions. I shot them down. I didn't listen, but it was nice that they thought they could do that. And we worked together as a team. People that didn't understand certain things were asking questions. I was explaining it. I was trying to update them what was happening in command chat as much as I could. I told them that I couldn't hear them all the time because everyone was screaming in command chat like nutcases. Everyone had a good time. We absolutely smashed the enemy team. They all had great fun and they all commended me. Well, 2 of them did, but that's more than usual. Bonus. However, 2 days later, I was playing on Saturday evening. I was streaming, in fact, and I was trying to do the medic challenge. I couldn't take squad leader because I needed to do this challenge. It was awful. 80% to 90% of the people I played with didn't know their ass from the elbow. I got team killed so many times just because someone was either jumpy or just being a dickhead. I couldn't figure out what it was. But my comments, like I said, are filled with people just angry as hell at the amount of shit that they're getting. The games are being crap because no one knows how to play and there's so many people who don't know how to play. The veterans can't get into the servers to even try and help, so the handful of people that are there are just having terrible games, and if they try and help, people are just being horrible to them, rejecting the help, and then just playing like idiots anyway. So that's a little insight into why veterans have such a hard time with new players. You see how I structured this? Explained how long this game has been about, how it's been created with the help of the community, then explained how integral each element of the game is, and then how you're all fucking it up. I'm joking. I'm sorry. No, sorry. We're all friends. On the other side, I've had a bunch of comments from Epic Games players that have picked it up. They've seen my video, top 10 most hated players, and I talk about free weekenders, and they take the time to go like, look, I'm actually trying to learn the game. I want to play it properly because I know there's more to it. And those guys are friggin' great. I love those types of players that are just willing to get stuck in, learn everything, help out. Some of my greatest experiences in this game have been with complete random noobs who didn't know a goddamn thing, but they wanted to learn. Some of my worst experiences have been with noobs who don't want to learn and just don't listen and talk shit. So there you go. This game is so special because you are forced to learn from other people, and when they help you, you get this connection with another player, and then the rest of the team or your squad is doing the same thing. And that game, it becomes more than just a shooter. It's not just go here, capture this, shoot them. You're actually working together as a team. You have a laugh on the way because obviously capture points are quite far apart, so everyone's having a chat. You make friends. I've made so many friends from this game. I'm sure a lot of people watching understand exactly what I'm talking about. And I know I shit on noobs all the time, but I shit on veterans at an equal measure, I would say. That's why no one likes me. I shit on everyone. I should really just pick one group of people to go after. No, wait, that's bad. I shouldn't do that bit. Now, people are probably going to call me a gatekeeper or an elitist or something along those lines because it happens all the time just for having a critical opinion. Having said all those horrible things about everyone, I do wish every epic noob the best of luck. And hopefully you take the time to learn this great game and you'll be rewarded with the superiority complex that we all have. And then it'll be your turn to shit on the next bunch of noobs. It's the circle of life. I've been McBluffin. I've been ranting. I apologise. Like the video to help more epic players find it and join the Discord. Follow me on Twitch and my other YouTube channel. All those links will be down in the description. I play everything other than Hell Let Loose on my second channel. Keep your chin up, lads, and I'll see you in the next one.
You piece of rancid shit! Oh, I was bandaging your butt, but really? You fucking asshole!